Why don't we take action? I can tell you that I was a professional non-action taker when I got started in real estate way back in 2002. I was a pro at not taking action. I was a professional at taking a little bit of action and calling it a lot of action. You see, that action is highly subjective. So when I went into this industry, I didn't realize what massive action looked like or even appeared to look like. What I had fashioned in my mind was that this amount of action is actually 10x action or massive action. It wasn't for a very long time until I figured out what was going on. So I had it here. I believed that I was worthy of that, and I believed that I deserved the rewards on the other side. Truly believe that. I really did. And at the same time, what didn't happen was my body didn't move into action. I didn't do the things that were on the other side of that. I didn't make the phone calls. I didn't prospect every day. I didn't call sellers. I didn't call buyers. This was something that was eluding me. It was terribly frustrating because I had to watch my peers outperform me every single day. I had to make up excuses and rationalizations to my wife why we didn't have the money. Right? This is the real estate career. This is why I was doing it. This morning I had a conversation with a real estate agent. I have a conversation with a lot of agents every week, hundreds of conversations, and I coach many of them. So today was a conversation with an agent, and he's newer, and I asked him what he did over the weekend. So I often share what my story was in my beginning stage of real estate and any business, really. It doesn't matter what business it is at the beginning stage. It's like a rocket ship. You need massive velocity to take off. And I asked him what he did over the weekend in real estate, and the answer was nothing. And yet he had shared that his goal this month was massive in real estate for his first full month. And I asked him what actions he took this weekend that would be in alignment with that. And his answer was none. And so I shared with him that this is what is called praxis. Praxis is the integration of belief with behavior. You see, we can hold a belief system here. We can believe we're worthy of it. We can believe that we can do it. But until it actually moves the body into action, it hasn't been integrated. And I think that's where a lot of people sit. A lot of people sit there as they even will say the words, I'm going to do this, or I believe I'm worthy of that. Praxis is the integration of belief with behavior. It's a mental, physical state. And so not many people actually integrate it, which is why the results end up the way they are. Some people actually will integrate, unfortunately, a negative belief system, which then integrates, and then their actions, of course, are born out of that negative state. That's the worst side of that, and that's where you definitely don't want to be. So we're talking about the integration of a sound belief system, one that's empowering, one that is moving towards the goal. So here's the thing. There's only two ways to integrate a belief with behavior. The first way is one we really don't want to enact, which is a deep emotional impact, such as COVID-19 or 9/11. You see, that'll integrate real fast. Events like that are life-changing and life-altering. So usually those are negative events. We don't really want to wait around for one of those to integrate our belief with our behavior. Pushed against the wall kind of thing. The second way is through what's called constant space repetition. Constant spaced repetition. CSR. And that's what my program that I help entrepreneurs with. If you're interested in knowing more about praxis and how to integrate your belief with behavior, click on the link in this video and I go deep on this stuff and I'll share more on this. The exact process by which we integrate belief with behavior. Here's the thing. Our thoughts, our deeply rooted thoughts, those thoughts that we spend a lot of time in, they impact our vibration. A vibration is basically our feelings, how we're vibrating. We are energy. We are energy. So it's our vibration then that sets up the action, that turns that into action. Let me show you. Let me see. Okay, here, let me show you this. This is better. This is better. This is going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Thoughts Subconscious mind, conscious thoughts, subconscious mind. In the bottom section there, you can see how that impacts the body, then puts it into action, and then the action turns into reaction. That gets us the results. Thoughts, feelings, action, reaction, results. That's the process. If you want to know more about how to integrate, if you find yourself, I think we've all been there, if you find yourself not taking action, believing you're worth it, for sure, you have the information, you're smart enough, but you're actually not doing the thing that you know you need to do. You're not entering the cave that holds the treasure. You've heard that before. Click the link, and and also, by the way, if you know somebody that is really trying hard, they're trying hard, but they're not getting to where they need to be, or they talk a lot. They talk a lot about success, or they talk a lot about the things that they should be doing. They're intellectually holding it here, but they're not actually taking action on it. That's praxis. Praxis is when someone talks a big game, but the results show up differently. You see that? Their bank account balance is an indicative of the amount of value they're bringing to the marketplace. And so if they're a big talker and nothing else is going on, that is a lack of integration of the belief with the behavior, and that is the lack of praxis. So hopefully this has helped you today. If you know of anybody that would like to, that is interested in that, it would be dedicated to learning more, click on that link, and I walk through that entire process of how to integrate your belief with your behavior so that you can have the success that you desire. We'll see you soon.